Just like he blessed Pastor Ashley, your mom received $5 million because she sold $100,000. Tell them about your mom's miracle. I always love to share this.
Yes, sir. It was an incredible miracle. I remember when you were on the phone with her, speaking with her, and you saw that her inheritance was held up. She hadn't even told you anything about it. You saw what was held up. You saw the amount that was held up, and she said, yes, sir, that is an inheritance that I have not been able to get to be released for years. And so you spoke a word over her. You told her the time that it would be released, and it was within just a couple months span. You said by the end of the year it would be released, and that is exactly what had happened. And she had not been able to get it to be released for years. And I would see her; she would be so concerned and stressed about it because it was involving multiple other people as well. And it was just a complete breakthrough, sir. But it wasn't just the financial miracle; it was just the life that was just given to her. I mean, she just came alive on the inside. I just felt like, years of just stuff. I just felt like she was just released from so much. I just felt like she came to life. I mean, you could really visibly see it immediately, when God began to move in her life from getting connected to you. And then, of course, it was just priceless because then the Lord began to appear, not just to her, but to our whole family, me, my sister, my daughter, all of us. And, sir, the blessings from that moment, of obedience of sowing has continued it never stops. It just keeps getting greater. And, as you prophesied about her receiving 17 million, some of that is starting to come to pass. She's getting set up for some of those things as well. And so the testimony continues to keep unfolding.
That is amazing. 17 million. After she gave 100,000, she then sold $1 million after the 5 million came through. And now God is releasing 17 million because of her obedience. You see what I'm talking about? Some of you all want big blessings, but you give God small money when you have more than that to give. Why would you expect God to give you something big if you ain't willing to give to him big? You say, brother, what do you have scripture for that? It's in the Bible. It says, if you sow to the Lord sparingly, that word sparingly, go to the Bible and research it. It's in there. If you sow or give to the Lord sparingly, you will reap sparingly. In other words, if you give a small amount, God will give you back a small amount. But it says, watch this, if you sow bountifully, that means big, you shall reap bountifully. And one of the parts of my ministry and glory is teaching people bountiful giving, so you can have bountiful blessings, bountiful living. Do you understand that? Those people who sow bountifully, God bless bountifully. And sometimes the bountiful don't come in right away. Sometimes it takes a little time, but it's coming. Do y'all understand? And then sometimes God does it overnight. I have seen him give instant financial miracles. But the key thing, you keep sowing. You don't stop believing God. You be like Abraham. You consider not, you stagger not, and you stay fully persuaded that what God has promised you, he is faithful to perform. It is a promise in the Bible that if you sow bountifully, and all of you I'm looking at today, I'm looking at some of my sons and daughters on Zoom, you have sown big, you have given big finances, and you haven't seen a return. It is not my promise, it is God's promise. And he will not lie to you. His word is a sure word of prophecy. If you sow bountifully, you will reap bountifully. A harvest is coming to you. A massive harvest is coming to you. I don't care what it looks like. I don't care what your circumstances look like. And some of you, after you gave, all hell broke loose in your life.